I entitled this devotional, Sending the Army. And it's kind of an interesting title for me to use, but I actually picked up this verse off of an advertisement for the Salvation Army. I have a great deal of respect for that organization. And the verse comes from Isaiah 43:14. And it says this, "But this is what the Lord your Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel says. Because of you, I will send an army to Babylon and bring all of them as fugitives, even the Chaldeans and the ships in which they rejoice." My friends, I have a feeling that we may still be living in Babylon in a form. And we may still be somewhat captive and enslaved by our own culture and our own declining culture. And so what I would like to share with you is just a little bit of reflection I had on the Lord sending an army and taking care of the Babylonians, but we've got a desire to be rescued first. Sometimes in life when our backs are against the wall, when we are all in and we got no more, when it looks dimmer than ever, we need to read this verse from Isaiah. God does have an army. Perhaps it's an army of angels, or maybe an army of allies that can rescue us. He is coming for us in the final analysis. We know that for sure. But before that, at times when we want to give up or we want to give in, He shows up with backup. I have experienced His army and His rescue before. I've experienced it physically, I've experienced it financially, emotionally, spiritually. I know He will either see me through or, in the final analysis, is going to take me home. Knowing that changes my perspective on how I face adversity, especially when it is the battle between my ears. I think that's the toughest battle of all. Sometimes He will send a song, or a smile, or a memory, or a friend, or even a random verse, or just a word, a positive word. He turns the tide, sometimes with a flood, and sometimes He turns the tide between my ears, sometimes with just a tear. But He does it, and He does it over and over again. The army of the Lord will come to your Babylon. Even if you are enslaved or captive, He will literally special ops you out of your hole or dilemma and make you safe. He has our back, my friends, and our front and our sides. He actually has above and below, the future and the past, and especially the overwhelming moment. He will even the score too. We just need to call out, trust in Him, and take His directions. Whoever or whatever is oppressing you in your life, He can handle it. He has a plan for you. Him and His army, if necessary. I hope this bolsters someone's faith today, because I am trusting in Him alone and His army. Thanks to the Salvation Army for the background material for this devotional.